Hey guys, welcome back to Explainer X. Today, I am going to recap a 2010 action movie, named Nude Nuns with Big Guns. So, let's begin. The story begins with a large church bus cutting across a vast desert on the way to an undisclosed location. The bus is transporting 3 nuns and a priest. Soon, the bus stops after seeing 2 motorbikes parked at a distance. 2 men walk toward the parked bus, stopping a few meters away. The priest gets up and starts collecting suitcases from the 3 nuns. He hands them over to the 2 thugs outside the bus. The thug in return hands him a large bag full of money. He then opens the suitcase one by one, wearing a satisfactory smile on his face. In each of the suitcases are 2 bags of cocaine. However, his face turns sour when he discovers that the last suitcase has 1 packet of cocaine instead of 2. The man, Chavo, is the vicious leader of a drug-dealing gang called Los Muertos. We learn that the gang collaborates with the church in these dealings. The head priest, Father Bernardo, has all nuns who live in the monastery involved in these dealings. The nuns have a place where they pack up the drugs and then deliver them to Chavo and his biker gang. Chavo is angry about the missing kilo, and he gets into the bus. He asks the nuns who stole from him while pointing a gun at their heads. She shoots 1 nun and is about to shoot the other when the 3rd nun stands up and reveals that she is the thief. Chavo shoots her, ruining the drugs in the process. Father Bernardo gives the remaining sister to Chavo as compensation for his lost kilo. The sister is taken to a brothel. One time, another priest delivers the drugs to the gang. He pays triple to have sex with the sister. It turns out that the nun brought in has been captured and raped several times while high on cocaine. The priest interested in the nun turns out to be a sadistic man who enjoys beating up the girl as it turns him on. The noise attracts the pimp, and he comes into the room just as the priest is about to punch her face. The pimp bashes the priest's face with a bat, saying that one rule about the trade is that you don't damage the merchandise. However, the sister is very weak and tethering on the blink of oblivion, so the pimp has the gang's doctor treat her elsewhere. The doctor treats the nun until she starts getting better. After a few days, the sister is okay, and she starts talking to the doctor. She says that when she was almost dead, God came to her and told her to revenge against all who do evil in his name. The doctor laughs but presents a large gun to the nun, saying that if she will be doing the Lord's work, she needs the right tools. The sister reveals that she has been instructed to show no mercy even to those who show mercy to her. Wait, what? Before the doctor can ask for elaboration, he is dead. The sister takes the gun and shoots the doctor as her first measure of vengeance. She believes that she should show no mercy. She also needs some time to get ready. Her name is Sister Sarah. 1 year later, we see another player in the drug business called the Padre. He learns that a few days ago, a nun called Angelina had walked into Father Carlitos' church for confession. The sister confesses that she was at the monastery with other nuns making cocaine while the priests were counting money. Suddenly, a nun comes in and begins shooting at everyone. In the crossfire, many nuns are killed and all the priests and goons as well. Angelina is the only one who was spared, and the nun walks up to her and helps her up. Carlitos gets enraged, especially after hearing that Bernardo had given up his name to the nun. He wants to question Angelina further, but she leaves before he can catch a glimpse. Carlitos now calls Padre and asks why he isn't being protected. Elsewhere, in Chavo's garage, a family pulls up hoping to get their car checked out. One gangster called Kickstand notices how beautiful the man's wife and daughter are. Chavo arrives at the garage and takes the man hostage. The goons enjoy torturing him, and when he does not have enough money for them, Kickstand rapes the wife while the rest of the family watches. Chavo tells the man to save his wife, but he shoots him dead. They also kidnap the daughter, but Chavo leaves when he gets a call from Padre. He is instructed to get rid of the nun vigilante after the massacre in the monastery. The poor daughter is happy that Chavo isn't feeling rapey today. We also see Chavo threaten his gang when they bring out his mother. He also gives the poor girl to his awkward gangmate. Oops, seems like luck has left town. Sarah has taken on her vigilante work seriously, but she is plagued with thoughts about how hypocritical the church is. For instance, they allow drugs and torture while they frown against lesbianism. Soon, Sister Angelina comes into the house. She is freaking out about the vengeance and thinks that they should let the police involved. Sarah reveals that when trouble came, it was up to the people to take charge and clean up the place. She also reminds her about the evils that the church had done against them. Angelina and Sarah had been lovers when Bernardo and the superior mother Magda separated them. It was through luck that Sarah found Angelina at the monastery. The 2 women soon start pleasuring themselves. Later, Sarah leaves Angelina sleeping and drives up to Carlitos' church. She kills him in the confession box, but not after sustaining a few wounds herself from the other priest. Sarah drives up to a motel and gets a room from a woman who is not happy at being interrupted by her female lover. She starts nursing her wounds while taking booze to numb the pain. Meanwhile, Padre calls Chavo about the recent death of Carlitos. Chavo asks for double pay, so he can get the vigilante. Padre agrees but has Chavo do the work as soon as possible. Chavo meets up with Sister Magda and interviews a nun who had seen what had happened. The nun refuses to talk, so Chavo has Kickstand violently rape her. Chavo has Magda watch the whole thing so that she can learn her manners and not speak to him the way she pleases next time. The nun finally confessed that the priests had been murdered by a nun with big guns. While leaving, the group runs across Angelina and torments her, saying she is too weak to be shooting priests. However, Magda finds her in the room with the priests and suspects that something is up. Chavo and his men find out that a nun had checked into the motel, and they call the owner and confirm it. The owner, Beverly, walks to Sarah's room and finds the TV turned on, but Sarah is nowhere to be seen. Funny enough, the TV has a priest talking about homosexuality and what a sin it is. Beverly finds Sarah in the bathroom and knocks her out. She captures her and advises her to let her go, and she might spare her. Beverly remarks that the people of the church think that they are so righteous, and they know sin, while the truth is that they don't know anything. Sarah says that everyone who sins has a shot at forgiveness, and that is what is important. Sarah reveals that she is a lesbian as well, so she knows how hypocritical the church is. She strips and walks toward Beverly, seducing her. She starts kissing and touching her while remarking on how beautiful Beverly is. When Beverly lets her guard down and gives in to the pleasures, Sarah grabs the gun. Beverly asks Sarah to forgive her, but Sarah is a vigilante who shows no mercy, so she kills her with a shot to the forehead. Chavo is enraged to find that Sarah has eluded them yet again. However, Chavo learns that there is a nun at the brothel. It is Sister Angelina, who has been pimped out by Magda. Sarah finds a note that Angelina left in the shack. She feels bad that Angelina has chosen the church over her. This serves to give her courage, and she dresses up and packs her guns. She also carries the rosary and prays for this as the last act of her holy war. The first victim is Magda, who is singing merrily and counting the money she made from selling Angelina. Sarah strangles her with the rosary after finding out what happened to Angelina. She leaves the church, but not before setting it ablaze. At the Titty Flicker brothel, Chavo instructs Kickstand to bring Angelina. When he sees her, he remembers her from the church. He knows that Angelina isn't the vigilante, but she can provide information about who is. Chavo's way of talking is one that so many are accustomed to: rape. He rapes the poor nun while making her touch the gun but mocking her, saying that she is helpless. Outside, Sarah gets to the brothel and starts killing members of the biker gang one by one. She kills one thug with his own knife, shoots another in the middle of copulating, another one that's tied in bondage, another one getting rode like a bull, and Kickstand. She does not spare the women either, as all of them are loyal to Chavo. Sarah walks in on Chavo still raping Angelina. Chavo is shocked because, in the process of his messed up lust, he never heard the nun coming. Sarah has Angelina walk toward her. Together, the two women raise their guns and aim at a frightened Chavo. He tries to make the women see sense, but Angelina shoots him right on his penis. Chavo watches in horror as the penis falls to the ground. Sarah then kills him with a forehead shot. The two women kiss each other, signaling the start of a union better than before. It took Angelina being raped to realize that the church is indeed hypocritical. In the last scene, we see the Padre receive a call from someone confirming the death. He hires another deadly father called John and instructs him to handle the vigilante business. And the movie ends here. So I hope you enjoy the video. So click any video of 3 them and enjoy next, and don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the like button. Thank you for watching. See you soon.